Now, what is the correct way to pronounce your stage name?
My stage name is DaeMoney, D-A-E Money. You can call me DaeMoney, or you can call me Slay, S-L-A-E. You can call me Slay. I prefer to go by Slay.
And what is the meaning behind that?
Slay, just some shit my older homie started calling me, man, when I was a young nigga. I was running wild, doing a lot of shit, and our slang, we used to call it slaying shit when it come to females, you know what I'm saying? I was young, hot head, turned up young nigga. Not even hot head, I would say, but just a young, hot in the ass, man, as my mama would say, you know. My older homie started calling me Slay, and then it became Slay Money, and, you know, now it's my moniker, you know what I'm saying?
You mentioned homies here. Was it somebody specific though that actually coined this for you?
Veeze, CP, um,
The
I
first
think
person to coin this. Do you recall the first person?
it was Veeze for sure. It was Veeze for sure.
Now, when it comes to your stage name, not this nickname here, but
Yes.
your actual stage name, do people mispronounce this?
Nah. They usually they know what's going on. People be calling me by my real nickname. People be calling me Day. So, you know, they know what's going on for sure, for sure.
And do people misspell this stage name of yours as well?
I've had it before. They go spell it D-A-Y because mine spelled D-A-E. I done had that, but that was in the beginning when I was like, people wasn't really knowing me. You know what I'm saying? Now, ain't no way you can misspell this shit. It's everywhere, you know?
And just so there's no misinformation,
Right.
what is the correct way to actually spell your stage name here?
DAEMONEY. If you don't know how to spell money, your ass must ain't got none. So it's Day Money. Very simple.
And no space between day or money.
Nah, no space, no.
And why no space for you? Because there might be some that might have had a space between that name.
It been my nickname since birth. Like that's what they used to call me when I was a baby. So shit, that just been my nickname. You know, on social media, I ain't put no underscores or spaces between my shit. I've always been DaeMoney. You know what I'm saying? So.
And is there a meaning behind Day? You mentioned this is a nickname of yours as well.
Come from my first name, dae'jon. You know, shit, people call me Day.
Now, let's take a step back when it comes to this social media of yours that you just mentioned here, especially the social media platform Instagram.
Right.
For those in the audience getting to know you for the very first time, care to share your screen name on IG?
You can follow me on Instagram at WTM DaeMoney. You also can follow my quote unquote spam page. Just a bunch of material, unreleased music, unreleased videos at Slayer's Revenge. That's Slayer, SLAYER, Revenge. You can follow those two pages and follow me on Twitter at Slay Money, SLAE Money. Those my social media handles. I don't do TikTok or none of that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just find me on there. Facebook, none of that.
Why not?
TikTok, it could drain you into a rabbit hole. So I don't really like being on there like that. And I feel like Facebook is just, I was on there when I was young. It's burnt out. We ain't really on that. Well, not me personally, just personal preference.
And when it comes to the screen name on Instagram, WTM, which is in front of DaeMoney.
Yeah.
For those in the audience, can you break down what that stands for, that acronym there?
This ink on my skin, World Tour Mafia. You know what I'm saying? The family, the gang, the brand. My band of brothers I've been with since I was 14, 15 years old. Rafa, Solid, Miles, Dev, J Rich, Ree. You know what I'm saying? All my niggas, man. You know, been locked in for years. You know what I'm saying? And you know, my boys, man, they pushing hard. You know what I'm saying? They also got Slam and Sweat Records, the clothing. You know what I'm saying? My brother Rafa is pushing that shit extremely hard. Been going off for a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? Silent been turning up on his music shit. You know what I'm saying? He going crazy. He got a fan base right now. You know what I'm saying? That's really fucking with him. That's growing. Miles got his own fan base. You know, we all got our own individual lanes, even though we a group of brothers. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what elevates World Tour, and that's what is World Tour. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of niggas who locked in on loyalty. We care about getting this money. We care about fashion, fast cars, beautiful women, and get, you know what I'm saying, things of that sort.
And when you use the phrase brothers here, are you biologically related to anybody in this clique or crew or whatever you want to refer to this as, or just using the phrase figuratively here?
Might as well be. Shit. Might as well be.
And World Tour Mafia, was that a phrase that you actually created and coined?
I think Amex came up with it. I can't really remember. It was so long ago. I remember Slam Slut Records though. You know, even though my brother patented it, it ain't no shit like that. But I came up with that. That was the name of our first group chat when we all linked up. It was Slam Slut Records. We thought that shit was funny as hell. And, you know, we kept it going for years, and it ended up literally turning into a six-figure brand now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit wicked. So.
Now, when it comes to the phrase,
shout out World Tour too, man. Shout out Cross State Boys. What you know what it is.
When it comes to the phrase money, which is in your stage name, wanted to do a pop quiz just about that subject there. The subject of money.
Let's do it.
Okay?
My favorite subject.
True or false? Paper money is not paper.
I think that's true.
That is correct.
Actually,
U.S. paper is not paper at all. It's 75% cotton and 25% linen.
Fact.
In Ben Franklin's day, people repaired torn bills with a needle and thread.
I can believe that. Shit, I did a lot of shit when I ripped money and needed it. Fuck you mean? So I believe it for sure.
Is the following true or false? There once was a $100,000 bill.
No.
It's actually true.
What? It was $100,000 bill?
The largest note
so
ever
nigga
printed.
Could get his ass robbed for $100,000. All you gotta do is. Where was I? What year was this?
1934 to 1935.
What? So you telling me a nigga could have dropped his bag, $100,000, $300,000 might fall off that bitch, and you up for life? Like, damn, that's crazy. Damn, bring them bitches back.
Well, I'll actually dive in the details of that. The largest note ever printed was the $100,000 gold certificate printed from December 1934 through January 1935. They were only used in transactions between Federal Reserve banks and the U.S. Treasury.
Oh, okay. So this ain't got nothing to do with us. Okay.
Two more left.
I dig it.
True or false? The grooves on your quarters serve an important purpose.
Talking about the ridges on
yes.
the side, right? Yes, they do.
That is correct. A quarter has 119 grooves around the edge. A dime has 118. The grooves were added to keep people from scraping off the coin faces and selling them as precious metals.
Right.
And finally, true or false? There are 293 ways to make change for $1.
I think it's more than that. False?
It's actually true.
I thought I was gonna say like 317, but that's close to. I wasn't too far off. I ain't mad at that being false.
So you were 2 out of 4 on this pop quiz. And just for the audience here, all these facts were quoted from Reader's Digest in an article called...
I would have failed. I really should have got 3 out of 4 because I'm an ex-college student, so pissed off about that. But it's all good though. Shit, some niggas would have came up here and got nothing wrong. I mean, correct. So
16 mind-blowing facts about money that will make your jaw drop. And for those in the audience that want to read the rest of the article, the link is in the description below this video.
click the link because I know I am.
Now, what is your opinion on ad-libs in a song?
Ad-libs could make or break a song. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of ad-libs, probably like 80% of my songs. But ad-libs is extremely important. Like, look at Future, and he is probably that's my favorite rapper of all time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he don't have no boxes that's unchecked, but his ad-libs make things very, very more dramatic, very, very more important. Young Thug, Playboy Cardi, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'll rap a whole song, all ad-libs, you know what I'm saying? That bitch gonna be a hit. So ad-libs definitely, definitely important. Even like Veeze, like, you know what I'm saying? His bars are already crazy, but the ad-libs add to the bar, you know what I'm saying? So ad-libs extremely important, for sure, for sure.
Now, you listed Future here among all those artists as the top on your personal list. Why
sure.
him? What is it about him? Can you shed some light on that on that choice?
Future, man, he I don't know, bro. He just one of the greats. You know what I'm saying? I've been listening to Future since I was 11, 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? I think his bodies of work are amazing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Future don't have a bad album, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You could listen to a lot of his mixtapes, albums, etc., all the way through, and it's gonna be all fire. You know, Future, one of them ones for sure. His flows, his cadences. You know what I'm saying? The pockets that he get in is unorthodox, is unseen. You know, you've never seen an artist like Future. Period. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he a true 101. Young Thug is also exactly like that to me. You know, so Future and Thug, them the goats for sure.
When it comes to Future's various projects, do you have a personal favorite by any chance?
Hendrix, Purple Rain, um, Hendrix, Purple Rain, the one he just dropped, We Don't Trust You, the black and white one, that bitch. I mean, We Still Don't Trust You. That's one of the best Future albums I ever heard. He got crazy work, man. I ain't gonna lie, he got crazy work.
Now, when it comes to your ad-libs, do you have a strategy?
I'm sorry, I was gonna tell a story. I actually met Future before. You know, good peoples for sure, man. He Pluto for sure. Like, that's also another thing that made me, you know what I'm saying, gravitate to him a little more because I seen what type of person he was. Trill, you know what I'm saying? Trill.
And that was the only interaction you've had with him thus far?
Yeah. We came down to Atlanta. I was with my uncle, you know what I'm saying? He introduced me, told him who I was. I shook that man's hand. Listened to some unreleased music. We went to the club, all type of shit, you know what I'm saying? And then actually I was in Miami by myself one time. I was at Booby Trap. I seen Zona and all the guys, you know what I'm saying, Scooter. And they saluted me, you know what I'm saying? I'm 22. I ain't with my uncles and my big dogs, you know what I'm saying? The ones that's like, oh, okay, he with them, you know what I'm saying? They seen me and saluted, so, you know, that let me know something. So, shout out to FBG for sure.
Now, didn't mean to cut you off there. Yeah. You had the opportunity to listen to unreleased Future music?
Yeah. I've been doing that for years on YouTube anyway, sneaking, finding Future leaks and shit. But yeah, I was in the studio and I heard some crazy shit.
Has any of that music that you got a chance to listen to from him directly unreleased ever seen the light of day yet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you recall which songs?
Uh, that's it. With him and Uzi. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. So all I'm saying, that shit was crazy.
And did it have Uzi at the time when you got the chance to listen to it unreleased?
Mm-hmm. 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 The song was finished, like they was about to put it out probably like within that next 2 weeks. So we was just in the studio vibing off that bitch. It was turned. I'm like, yeah, this nigga like that for sure. I also seen him record. You know what I'm saying? Him and Ray and GT. That shit was crazy, man.
Now, when it comes to your ad libs, do you have a strategy with them?
Yeah, in a way. When I ad lib, I make sure, cause once I'm done with my verse, I already feel like I'm at maximum confidence. You know, I be feeling myself. So my ad libs is just me just throwing sauce out there. You know what I'm saying? I got certain ones that's like, stamped as mine. Like, I always use. Then I be freestyling a lot of them too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a money counter sound I always use. Like, beep. That's one of my ones. Shit like that. So
Was gonna ask you if you had any signature ad libs. It sounds like those two are it, unless there's more.
it's more. I got. You know what I'm saying? I just use so many. But yeah, them two for sure. Money counter and the sound for sure.
And is there a meaning behind either of those ad libs? Excuse me, when you implement them in your music.
I got that money counter from Chief Keef. I grew up heavy Chief Keef fan. Shout out So too. I met him when I was 14. But yeah, I got that from Chief So for sure. Shout out to Gory Boys too, man. We locked in. My guys.
And just want to rewind to something you said about Future. You mentioned that you had the opportunity to see him record along with Babyface Ray and GT, I believe you said. Has any of that music seen the light of day as well that you saw recorded?
Got leaked. Fans fucked it up. But, it is what it is.
Care to share the title of the leak?
It wasn't. If you have no way to pull it up, find you. That was the first one that leaked, but it was another one that leaked. I forgot what they titled it, but that's the one I was there for.
Was there any idea who leaked it, how this leak took place?
When you be in them studios, you know what I'm saying, it be so many people, especially at somebody like Pluto shit, you know what I'm saying? Once they turn the airdrop on, it could be except for everyone motherfuckers accepting shit they ain't supposed to have. Like, I don't know, man. It be weird shit going on.
Now, what about your own music? Has any of your music ever leaked out as well?
My first song ever leaked. That's how I got some notoriety. New 30 leaked before it was supposed to come out. You know what I'm saying? So when New 30 leaked, Detroit was going crazy. You feel me? Detroit was going crazy. Like, I already had a good name, you know what I'm saying, just off who I was and, you know what I'm saying, being in high school, being a turned up young nigga and shit. And I used to dibble and dabble with rap when I was in high school, putting songs out on SoundCloud. So, like, certain people already knew that I had talent with rapping. So, New 30 came out. And, of course, this around the time where Babyface Ray, his shit really started picking up. You know what I'm saying? Like, mainstream looks and all that. So, New 30 came out, like, the city was going crazy. I remember I pulled up to the gas station one time, and this before the song come out, and it's some bitches playing my song literally, and they see me and they, you know what I'm saying, hop out, fan out, you know what I'm saying, took pictures with them or whatever. But this 2018, I'm not even a rapper yet, you know what I'm saying. So that was like a crazy moment, you feel me? But yeah, that's leak kickstarted this shit for me. So
now, did you figure out the leak, who leaked it, and how it leaked?
Yeah, I ain't gonna say no names, but Brody know what he did.
And because this leak actually led to the success that you've garnered to this day, at that time when it leaked out initially, what were you feeling?
Man, I was feeling like I was on top of the world. Shit, so I was young. I had just graduated like that week. You feel me? My I had just turned 18. My 18th birthday was on prom. Then I graduated like 9 days later. So I was, you feel me, feeling myself. I was working at Foot Locker at the time, and I had quit. Feel me, stacked me up a couple dollars, start making some odd job moves. So I'm smelling myself. You know what I'm saying? When New 30 came out, it was up. You know what I'm saying? It was up. It was up for sure.
But obviously, that was based on the reaction. When it initially leaked and you didn't know the reaction, were you upset at the person that leaked it or why it leaked? Or
No, because when it leaked, the first day it had like 37,000 views. I'm like, what? You feel me? So I couldn't be mad. It was free promo, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
and what high school was this that you attended that you graduated from back in those days?
I graduated from Crockett, but I started off at Cass Tech when I got kicked out of there my 11th grade year, beginning of my 11th grade year.
And what was that reason?
Man, being young, skipping, chasing girls, shooting dice, getting caught with petty shit, like just you know what I'm saying, being young. I was in a big school, you know what I'm saying? I'm from the east side, I'm from the trenches, bro. You feel me? But I was a smooth, suave young nigga, thought I was really cold, you know what I'm saying? 10 steps ahead of myself. In reality, I ain't know nothing, you know. But yeah.
And prior to the expulsion, were you warned before that? Or
For sure.
okay.
They try to take me to court because I skipped so much school. Like they was about to put me on a truancy tether. That's what they called it. But they was trying to do that to me. I'm like, hell no. So they gave me like a period to where I couldn't skip for 30 days and then they would let it go. So I did that, finished that, I was right back skipping. But they let me go to summer school and complete my classes. I was supposed to come back, but I went to summer. I mean, I always had good grades. You know what I'm saying? I always been an honor roll student, 3.0 or higher type nigga. You know what I'm saying? But just was young, bro, slipping. You know, just young, going through that phase. 15, 16. Think you know everything, you don't. It was one of them type of things.
Now you mentioned no name here, but any reason why he leaked it at the time that he did?
Yeah, he was trying to impress a girl, and he sent the song to her, and she sent it out to everybody.
And why did she send that out?
I mean, cause shit, it was hard, and bitches was hopping out their cars twerking to it and shit. So, shit, it was hard. You know what I'm saying? That's why she leaked it.
Okay, now you mentioned your birthday was on your actual prom night.
Yeah.
But just in case there's some misinformation online about you, care to share your actual birthday, the month, and the day?
Yeah, May 18th, 2000. I'm 24 years old. Shit, y'all met me when I was a young nigga. Getting older out here, man. I'll be 25 soon.
And you mentioned the trenches here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when it comes to that phrase, the trenches, there are those in the audience that have heard that phrase used before.
Yeah.
In music, in
Yeah.
songs, in lyrics.
Yeah.
It's been depicted in music videos
Exactly.
and maybe television and movies.
Exactly, but they never seen it or grasped it or touched, feel, you know what I'm saying, been in that type of environment.
What are the trenches really like?
And the trenches is a crazy place, bro, because, you know what I'm saying, you will see so much, you know, growing up, seeing a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, I lived in a lot of different areas. You know, if you're from Detroit, you know what I'm talking about. Shit, I was born on 6 Mile. You feel me? I represent 6 Mile. I was born on 6 Mile on the east side, 6 and Hoover. Moved from there with my mama to 7 Mile and Brengard, which is a red zone, you know what I'm saying, blood area type shit. Moved from there, we moved on a street called Wade and Barrett right off Harper, you know what I'm saying? Now that's more so 4-2 area hood type shit, you know what I'm saying? Moved off of there, moved down the street, you feel me, on Chalmers and Outer Drive. Lived there for years and years and years, you know what I'm saying? Moved to East Point, which I thought was the burbs. In reality, it's just 8 Mile. It's literally just across the street. So it's still crazy shit going on over there. Then we moved back to the hood. I got kicked out my OG house, moved with my pops. My pops was living in the burbs. So, you know what I'm saying? When I moved with my old dude, shit, I was feeling like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I live in the burbs. Nah, do what the fuck I want to do. So, you know, shit was cool. But yeah, I lived in a lot of different areas, man. Trenches is wild. Feel me? You see a lot of shit happen, bro. I done seen niggas go from broke, pedaling a bike, you know what I'm saying? Hustle their way up, get smoked. You know what I'm saying? I done seen niggas go to jail for shit they didn't do. I done seen niggas get told on. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Like, seen a lot of shit, bro. You know, the trenches is a crazy place. And if you in that place, your entire motivation should be to make it out of there. Period. Whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you gonna come back and give. You know what I'm saying? But to do that, you have to take the chance. You know what I'm saying? So anybody stuck in the trenches, take that first step, bro. For real.
Now, you say, just to clarify here, you've actually seen someone get smoked in front of you, or you just know of people to have gotten smoked that, started from nothing and worked their way up?
Yeah, RIP my dog Forrest, man. I was 17, I think, or 16. But me and my homeboys had threw a party for something called Grammys. It's like springtime homecoming. You know what I'm saying? At the school I was at the time. And we threw an after party. You know what I'm saying? And us being well known niggas in the city, you know what I'm saying? Whole D came, you feel me? And an altercation happened with a young man, you know what I'm saying? And because it was my party, I'm promoting, I'm on the flyer, I was already walking to the front, you know what I'm saying, to see what the commotion was, because a little scuffle had broke out and shit. And you know what I'm saying, I looked to my right and seen that young man lose his life. You feel me? So RIP to that young man, you know, we was cool as hell, man, for us, cool peoples, you know.
You seen him shot and killed in front of you?
Yeah, I went to his funeral and everything.
Was that the first time you ever saw that? Someone getting killed in front of you,
Yeah,
someone
somebody
losing?
getting killed. Yes, I've seen people be. I've seen a lot of shit, bro. I've seen a lot of shit. I've seen a lot of shit. For sure.
Now, again, this sort of thing where someone is killed is depicted in entertainment, movies, television,
Shit not nothing to
music,
play with, bro.
video
Shit
games.
not nothing to play with. I mean, you know, it's the world we live in, though. You know what I'm saying? It's reality for sure, for sure. But the youngins coming up, you know what I'm saying? They really think this shit a game. Like, feel me? They going putting switches on shit and not caring. You know what I'm saying? Whatsoever. Posting, making Instagram posts, tweets about it, etc., etc. Not looking at, you know what I'm saying, the history of this shit. Like, bro, niggas been going to jail for playing on phones and, you know what I'm saying, getting RICO indictments for murdering niggas. Like, you feel me? That's what bring the RICO together. As soon as you do some shit and the nigga end up dead, yo ass grass, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, these young niggas not understanding that, bro. Like, I don't know what they think, you know what I'm saying? I got a homeboy I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? His name Mario, free bro. But this is one of my everyday friends growing up from elementary up to like ninth, 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? But he was a very smart guy, very cool kid. You know what I'm saying? Very intelligent type shit. But make a long story short, man, bro, situation was never the best. You know what I'm saying? He was very underprivileged. You know what I'm saying? And this was my guy. You know, when I had shit from my parents. You know what I'm saying? So always looked out for him. My mama loved him. You know what I'm saying? My step pops loved him. My sister loved him. All that. We hooped together, all that type of shit. He ended up doing some time while I was in high school, so we had like split apart. I get out of high school, you feel me, bro? Find my number. He called me. We link up. You know what I'm saying? Chill, smoke one. You know. And he was very talented, like I said. Nigga was drawing cover art and shit for us when we was 15, 14, just rapping in my mama garage. You know what I'm saying? Like he was very intelligent. And you know what I'm saying? I look up a month later, bro's on the news for murdering somebody. You know what I'm saying? That man never gonna see the light of day. And this a nigga I used to hoop with in my backyard. You feel me? So it's the type of shit like that I just seen that I had to go through, and you know what I'm saying? It hurt. You feel me? It hurt for sure. Especially when you 17, 18, and shit happening. Shit, I had just lost a homeboy. My brother Ronnie, my brother T Cook. I had just lost him December 4th, 2017. And that happened to Mario 2018. Like, you know, yeah,
Now, speaking of this person that was charged with murder,
man.
did that conviction actually take place, or is that person still fighting this case to this
Nah,
day?
it happened. It happened for sure. It happened for sure.
Now, once
I talked to him while he was in there. You know what I'm saying? He like we used to write our raps together. You feel me? Young as hell, helping each other practice. You feel me? And the last time I talked to him, he told me, you know, he been hearing good things about me, he proud of me. You want me to continue to take it far because I've always been the smart one, as he put it verbatim. You know what I'm saying? So look at where I'm at now. You feel me, bro? I'm holding down.
Now, for those in the audience that once again have seen death, someone killed in entertainment, but never in real life like you have, is there a difference between what they see in the movies, television, video games, and music that they hear about this sort of depiction versus seeing that in real
Yes.
life?
Yes. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. You don't. You it's gonna fuck you up as a young nigga when you see a nigga laying in the street, bro, and seeing that, or see your homeboy in the casket lifeless. You know what I'm saying? Or seeing somebody shot, being rushed to the hospital. Like I seen a lot of shit, bro. Feel me? And I'm not gonna go deep into too much detail about it, but man, y'all young niggas, bro, y'all better get y'all head together, man. Stay in school for real, bro. I had to go to school on Monday after the Saturday where I buried my everyday friend. I got the call, you feel me? And I couldn't even go to school. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit get real, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit get real, bro. Y'all don't know that feeling. And that's a pain that, you know what I'm saying? I've been growing to grow. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna forget my brother or none of that. I keep his name alive always. You know what I'm saying? But just living with heartache, that's something that you don't want to go through, especially me being young. Like, you know, that shit get heavy. So y'all stay out the way, man. Keep your real circle tight, bro. Protect your brother. Be there for your brother. You know what I'm saying? If he there for you though. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas ain't riding for you, bro. Ride solo. Ain't nothing wrong with it at all. You gonna learn more riding solo than you is riding with 4, 5 niggas who two don't like you. One of them wanna hit your bitch. one of them thinking about backdooring you. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, hell nah. So stay out the way, man. Get this money and please, man, y'all niggas stay in school, bro. This most powerful weapon in the world.
Now, mentally, has this been something you sought any professional help over?
Yeah, I actually did go to therapy. I only went for like 4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? My girl at the time had recommended it for me. You know what I'm saying? I was going through a lot, and I was 21. Like it was just a lot of shit going on that I couldn't handle. You know, and prior to therapy, that made me turn to drugs. You know what I'm saying? And that's nothing that you want to be involved in at all whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? But I went to therapy about it, you know, got clarity about certain situations. It's definitely gonna help you learn yourself more as a person. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be more open to certain things. It's gonna be certain things that you just not gonna go for no more. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be then figured out how to say no. You know what I'm saying? Or tell, you know what I'm saying? Keep people out of your space, your energy. You know what I'm saying? Like therapy is definitely a big help, bro, for sure. Like I think everybody needs to go to therapy. Like you feel me? You don't have to go every day, every year on some Tony Soprano shit. Like, but go. You feel me? At least try it for a month, and you gonna have more clarity about yourself than you did prior to that. So
And it sounds like you did exactly that, 1 month, which is 4 weeks. Why did it stop after 4 weeks for you?
um, it stopped due to some at the time issues. You know what I'm saying with my insurance company and shit like that. My mom was working at the hospital, so I was getting my health insurance through her. So the therapist I had was through that company, and she switched, so that switched.
And what kind of drugs were you using before therapy? All right. Now, this was one professional that you seen over the course of that 4 weeks?
Yes, yes, Miss E. Shout out Miss E.
And when it comes to some of these pitfalls that you mentioned that you've seen take place, like someone getting shot,
Mm.
uh, someone getting killed in front of you, um, someone actually killing someone. You didn't see that, but
Right.
I'm not trying to put words in your mouth in case you did, but it sounds like you didn't see that. You just know of this person that ended up being convicted at some point. How were you able to dodge these types of outcomes yourself?
Because as curious and as sneaky as I was, I always knew right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? I always had good instincts, good intuition. You know what I'm saying? But even though when I was younger, I used to hang with wild niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, I used to do wild shit myself, not murdering, killing, wild shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But definitely fighting and you know what I'm saying, getting into young teenager shit. You know what I'm saying? Definitely had that phase, but I was able to steer away from it because for one, I cared about getting good grades. I played sports. I cared about girls. I cared about fashion. You feel me? I had a family, and that's a big thing, bro. I have a big family. I have both my parents. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, like a lot of shit, bro. I done been in situations when I was younger where I'm trying to skip school and go do some bullshit, and I see a nigga from the hood that know my pops. Nah, I can't even do it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take my ass back to school, like you know that, that type of shit. And God, bro, honestly, truly, you know what I'm saying. I also have been in situations where it's like, man, please, if I make it out, you know what I'm saying. I never, you know. And I did, you know what I'm saying? I'm blessed and I'm grateful, you feel me? That's how I was able to dodge being, you know what I'm saying? Being a statistic, bro.
Now, you mentioned God here. Do you
Mm.
follow a religion by
Yes,
any chance?
yes. I follow God. I follow God. I follow that man. I'm a Christian. I was raised in the church. You know, my granddad was a reverend. My other granddad was a pastor. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the church. I'm not really active as far as like going to church and doing all that. You know what I'm saying? I read my scriptures here and there, but honestly, I feel like the best way to get a relationship with God is just talk to that man as you would talk to a friend or a confidant or a family member. You know what I'm saying? You get isolated and you talk to that man. Tell him what you need, tell him what you going through, don't hold nothing back. Check and work after your blessings, they gonna come. But if you play with a blessing long enough, you gotta dangle it in your face because you ain't ready for it. And play keep away with you until you really ready to go get it. So, you know.
And when it comes to Christianity for you, were you raised under a particular branch or denomination under that religion? Like, did it
I
get more
think
specific? Like,
I think it was missionary Baptist or something like that. I think it was missionary Baptist for sure. I've never been baptized, but yeah, it was something like that.
now, just for clarification, do you consider yourself that particular branch at this point in your life, or just Christian more
Um,
generally?
I consider myself Christian more generally, for sure. More generally, I'm sorry.
When it came to your parents, you mentioned that there was a point in your life when you were kicked out, sounds like from your mother's house.
Hmm.
Care to share the reason at that time in your life why that took place?
Um, just being young, not following directions, you know what I'm saying? Sneaking out the house, leaving for 3, 4 days, cutting my phone off, not answering. Like I was bad, bro. I sneak and go out of town and try to go do some shit that I ain't had no business doing. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I love my mother. You know what I'm saying? That's my heart. That's my rock. Oh, shit, excuse me, my brain's itching. But but my mama, man, that's my heart. You know what I'm saying? But we just was butting heads. I was young, bro. I was a teenager, hitting puberty, smelling myself. You know what I'm saying? All of that type of shit. She just wasn't going for it. You know what I'm saying? So, more with my pops. You know, and he taught me it was white boys in the hood. Like you know, taught me a lot of shit. My step pops taught me a lot of shit too. You know what I'm saying? But I learned a lot when I moved with my dad for sure. Like, I grew up a little faster when I got over there.
And when it comes to your mother, you two have reconciled since that kicking out situation?
For sure. Most definitely. Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. And, you know, a lot of people don't know this, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't meet my real father till I was 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? My mama was 15 when she had me, bro. You feel me? My pops was 17. You feel me? So I forgive my mama, you know what I'm saying, for all of her shortcomings, you know what I'm saying? My dad too, you know, like it's nothing. You know, these are my parents at the end of the day. I have to live and you know what I'm saying, grow to take care of them, bro. You know, like life not about holding grudges, especially against your fucking parents. Like I know niggas who don't got them, so you gotta cherish your people. You have to cherish your mother. Like at all times, I don't care how damn irritating she get, piss you off, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's Mom Dukes, and I was just being young and subordinate at that time, so that's why she kicked me out.
Now, when it comes to the reconciliation of you and your mother, how did that take place? Was that her coming back to you
No,
and
that was
initiating that, or you?
no, that was me. You know what I'm saying? Taking accountability as a man. You know, talking to my mama. I know what I did wrong. I know what I did to hurt your feelings. know what I did to break your heart. I apologize. I want to fix it. You know what I'm saying? I forgive you for everything you did. The past, the past. I can't change that. You feel me? It just is what it is. You know, I love you to death, and we gonna ride this train till the fucking wheels fall off. So one thing about my mama, if I call her, she coming. You feel me? No matter if we didn't bickered or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Shout out Mom Dukes.
And how much time passes once you're initially kicked out before you try to reconnect with her?
It was crazy. So the day I got kicked out was the day my homie died. You feel me? It was a very weird day. It was a very weird day. You know, me and her got into it early that we had got into it early that morning, whatever. And I'm a very stubborn person. You know what I'm saying? I will go to hell and back to prove a motherfucker wrong, prove a point. So feel me? I told her I was straight. I catch the bus to school. Feel me? I ain't coming back when school over with. Going to the west side. You feel me? But I got to school, talked to my homeboy, and it was so crazy because like I ain't really get a chance to talk to him because I was so focused on going back and forth with my mama through text messages. You know what I'm saying? So kicked it with bro. You feel me? He wanted to come pick me up from school, and it's like I say, I gotta operate. My brother that died was a year older than me, so he wanted to come pick me up from school. Wanted me to, you know what I'm saying, pop outside with him, whatever. I already told him, yeah, man, me and Moms got into it. I ain't really feeling it, you know what I'm saying. But my grandmother ended up having to pick me up from school, and she full blown no nonsense. So I'm like, bro, I can't even do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's the power of me having family. You know, so my grandma come pick me up from school, go home. You feel me? Chilling, smoking. I think I was watching the news or something like that. And feel me? Phone got the ringing, going crazy. Bro passes away, right? And for a long time, I don't know why, but I my mama didn't even know bro was dead until like 2 weeks later. Like that's how long. Like I didn't move back home after that. Like that was it. You feel me? I was just so focused on holding a grudge. I didn't tell my mama that somebody that she didn't cook for, she slept on in her house. You feel me? She treated like a son. You feel me? Died. You know, and that was some shit I had to get off my heart. Like you know, I, I was a very bitter person at that time. You know.
So how long approximately do you think before you and your mother reconnect after she initially kicks you out? Would you say it was those 2 weeks? Or was it longer than that?
It was a little longer than that. It probably was right before my birthday, like March, Aprilish. Me and my mom started getting it back together, and then you know after I graduated, went to college for a couple years. It ain't work out, and that's when that happened when I dropped out of college, and I told my mama and my daddy I rap. You feel me? Is what I'm chasing. So that's when the reconciliation truly started. You know what I'm saying? When I started chasing my dreams, and I, even though my mother has always believed in me, my father too, I still showed them. You know what I'm saying? That I could make a way for myself. You know, and that's when the reconciliation started.
And what was the college name at the time?
You said the college game?
No, the college name, sorry.
Oh, Central State University.
And how much of that did you get under your belt before you make that decision there? Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior?
I dropped out my sophomore year, second semester of sophomore year.
In the middle of second semester or right before it started?
COVID happened, and I couldn't do that online. schooling. I was like, fuck that. And at the time where we was staying at, the computer that I was using to do my homework on, we all was rapping on Ray, Veeze, Los Nutty, Brooks, me, World Tour. So it's like shit, it's still six niggas trying to rap right now. You and this bitch doing homework. Like, feel me? You gotta figure that shit out on your own. And I'm like, man, fuck it. I'm about to put my all into this rap shit, you know. And that same summer, I mean, that same period of time I came out with Slay Season. And that's what turned me up. Fun fact, I actually dropped Young Sexual Misconduct from college. Like I was in college when I uploaded that mixtape.
What was your parents' reaction, either your mother or your father or both here, if you care to share, when you tell them you're rapping full time? That's the dream. That's what you're chasing. This is what your career path is set to be.
My they both was all for it for real. My mama kind of was like on the fence, you know what I'm saying, until I really showed her like, no, ma, I really do this shit, you know what I'm saying? I really take care of myself off of this music. I don't have to do weak street, weak slimy shit in the streets no more, you know what I'm saying? Have an honest legal hustle, you know, and that's what, you know what I'm saying? I feel like kick my mama on board, you feel me? Just cause she be worried about me. My dad was all for it. You know what I'm saying? He know that I'm a risk taker and a dream chaser. You know what I'm saying? So he was behind me. Shit, my first video was on my birthday at prom. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad had paid for all that at the time. You feel me? And helped me birth my rap career. Like my dad is a very very big part of my rap influence and my rap career.
And what was the name of that music video that you're referencing as well?
It's called Get Off. It's at 50K, I think, on YouTube right now. That video 6 years old.
And is that your own YouTube channel?
No, it's on KO Go Loud TV.
Now, in regards to your parents, just wrapping up a few questions about them, you mentioned that they were teen parents to you. You mentioned your mother had you at 15, your father was 17 at the time.
Yeah.
At this point in your life, do you have any kids yourself?
No, sir. I'm the oldest of my siblings. Them my kids, but I ain't got no kids.
Now, was that something that you were conscious of up until this point of not having kids because you were raised by teen parents? Or were you just going with the flow here?
No, it wasn't even about teen parents, you know what I'm saying? Because shit, I'd had a baby at a teen if it was about that. But it's just the fact that I feel like in order to have a child, I have to be down there at my maximized self when I bring a child into this world. You know, my child not gonna see nothing that I seen growing up, and I'm not just making it like I grew up fucked up or crazy, like shit. Just had a, you know what I'm saying, a crazy childhood, but we definitely live nice and live decent, you know what I'm saying, for sure. Especially for my mama being how young she was, but as far as me bringing a child to this world, like, I ain't going for that. Everything gotta be, you know, everything gotta be plush, laid out, lavish, A1 for my kid. Like, we ain't doing none of that. You feel me? So.
Now, when it comes to fashion, care to share what you're wearing during this interview?
Shit, right now, I had a travel day yesterday. You feel me? So just threw on a little some jogging pants. I got this T-shirt from somebody. Somebody gave me some merch. Shit, Columbia Blue 11s on. You feel me? It's a comfortable fit. You know, it's early. It's 12 p.m. So, feel me? It's a comfortable fit to walk around in. Paradox Gully, though. Shout out my Paradox people. My hoodie hanging up. But yeah, just some chill shit. Cool right now. I'm gonna be fresh as dog shit at the show tonight, though. Rick owed me.
And you mentioned that you grew up throughout Detroit during your upbringing. There was a time when you were in the suburbs as well, but where do you care to share where you reside these days?
Where do I reside these days? I'm still at home. I'm in the burbs with it though, for sure, for sure. But I'm in Detroit with it. I'm in D for sure.
Now, when it comes to Detroit,
Mm.
circumstances could be different for everyone.
All right.
But can you give the audience 5 tips for anyone visiting the D?
Stay on point. Smoke the best weed. Don't let these niggas sell $20 3-5, no shit like that. We don't have malls, so shop at boutiques, stores, shit like that, or go to Somerset and spend your damn money. 4, go to L. George's and get the 7-mile quesadilla pita, Swiss and American cheese on that joint with the bell peppers, you know what I'm saying? And 5, make sure y'all tap into the guy's music. You feel me? Period.
Any particular names?
DaeMoney, Babyface Ray, Veeze, GT, World Tour Mill, World Tour Solid, World Tour Miles, World Tour Re. Shit, everybody in the D's. You feel me? Everybody. Baby trying, shit. Skillback, everybody, bro. Everybody going crazy. Tay B, like, it's all type of niggas going crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? The D is on fire. It's 30 people rapping. Everybody got money and deals, and you know what I'm saying? So, shit turn right now.
Now, you mentioned that you're currently 24 at this point.
Yes, sir.
Do you recall those days when there wasn't as many Detroit rappers?
Hell yeah. I remember vividly arguing with niggas. You know what I'm saying? Telling them, bro, Babyface Ray gonna be the hardest rapper, literally. And niggas like, what? He suck. Ooh. Naming they rappers from whatever the fuck city, then they done fell off quick. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn. I literally remember fighting for this shit. Like, I remember getting in trouble for literally telling niggas I'm Team Eastside. You feel me? And they like, fuck Team Eastside. And we had a scuffle. This was like 7th grade. But yeah.
What middle school back then? 7th grade.
I went to, it's called East Point Middle School. Nah. I went to Kelly Middle School.
But is it safe to say at this point there are a variety of Detroit rappers that are mainstream when maybe years ago there might have been one name that was representing Detroit on a mainstream level?
Yes.
Or
definitely.
2 names.
Yes. I feel like damn near the world is almost being taken over by Detroit music. Like, it's nowhere you can't go when you don't hear that shit. Like, at least 3 different artists. You feel me? Like, say you in a club setting, you gonna hear for sure 5 Detroit songs. Like, 1000%. So.
Now, what's been your biggest song so far in your music catalog?
Who is that? Who is that? Scotty Peoples. World Touring, Still Pouring. I don't know, man. It's a lot. I got over 90 million streams. It's probably a little more right now. So I gotta go back and look at the numbers. Should be fluctuating, but who was that? Definitely probably number one for sure.
Now, when it comes to this song in particular, are there any unknown facts or stories in regards to it that's never been publicly mentioned before?
Well, who was that? This was October 2022. Yeah, yeah, I want to say. Ray and Lucky, Ray and Larry June, they was having this Red Bull Clash sponsored by Live Nation. It was like one stage Ray was performing, the other stage Larry June was performing, and Lucky just so happened to come through the city, make a special guest appearance. Veeze was there, I was there, Ray was there, etc., etc. A lot of people was there. You know what I'm saying? So that whole weekend, you feel me? We Lucky really our brother. You know that's family. Like this shit before rap. You know, I mean not before rap, but you know deeper than rap. You know what I'm saying? So when he come to the city or we come to his city, it's family vibes. We ain't on rapper time. Like you feel me? We ain't really. I mean, yeah, we gonna go to the studio. I mean, that's our job. But you know, we really be just chilling. So you feel me? We chilling in the house, vibing out. You know, the engineer pull up, typical shit. You know what I'm saying? And we really was just chilling, listening to old Chief Keef laughing and shit. And we pulled the Lucky pulled the beat up. You know what I'm saying? And it was more so on some shit like everybody jump on it. You know what I'm saying? Just throw something on there. And he started it off so crazy. She showing up, no, I did it. I probably been in the Roxy. I can't even feel it. I pay for smoke in the city. I gotta watch for that bitch when my problems come with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? That nigga just tweet. Let me get right there real quick. You feel me? Boom. Put my verse on there, and then you feel me? It really was just gonna be me and Tune. This shit so hard, Ray, like, hold on, I gotta jump on that bitch. You feel me? And it was like a back and forth, and then Veeze, I think Veeze was on the couch, kicked back how he usually be. And he came out that bitch, the raspy voice, you know who the fuck it is. You know, you feel me? I held on to that song for like 2 months. You feel me? Because at first I'm like, shit, it's just one of the songs with the guys. But like every time I played that bitch, it was like, man, this bitch sound like it'll make a mosh pit. And that's exactly what it was. You feel me? Shit, I crowd surfed off that song a few times. So shout out my niggas, man. We made a fucking hit.
Now, let's sidestep for a second when it comes to crowd surfing. Now, there have been some videos where
Yeah.
people have attempted to crowd surf and it goes
it ain't
according to
work.
plan. Wait,
Right.
it goes according to plan. It's
Right.
the perfect crowd surf. It goes as planned. But there have been the opposite where some have tried to crowd surf and it has not gone according to plan.
Yeah.
How do you know when to do it? How do you do it? How do you make sure that you hit when you do it?
I've only done it, I think, 3 times, and it worked every time. But I started noticing it when I first started getting into like performing heavy. The fans would be like you know, I rap and then I would get close to the crowd, and they'd be reaching their hands out, giving me their phones, like then they're grabbing me type shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I peeped that the first time I thought about it, I was in the middle of a mosh pit. My first sold out show. You know what I'm saying? I performed Who the Hell Is Slay, and the song was brand new at the time. You feel me? But the fans was going so crazy when I put it on, you feel me? Like I jumped in a mosh pit. So I'm like, damn, in the back of my head, I'm like, damn, I could crowd surf if I wanted to, just like on some confident shit. So when I was on tour with Can, we came did the homecoming show, you feel me? And I ain't gonna lie, that was one of the turned shows we ever did and ever. Like I ain't gonna lie, that show was that, you feel me? Like my whole family was there. My girl was there. My sister was there. Like my whole everybody was there. The whole city was there. Like you feel me? Come and support a nigga. You feel me? And it was the energy in the room was so crazy. Like you feel me? I come from White House. You know what I'm saying? Like we trap rappers, scam. You know what I'm saying? So that energy was like a brand new thing to me, and I just was in mode. You feel me? And they was bouncing. You know what I'm saying? I took my shirt off. Shit, I prayed because I'm like, if they drop me in this bitch, oh my god! But I jumped and they caught me and they went ballistic. Like the roof blew off that bitch. Like and shit, that was a moment. That was a real moment. You feel me?
Now, when you made that decision to do that, it's just a spur of the moment. It's just a feeling. It's just intuition.
Yes.
You don't get on the mic and say, "Hey, y'all, I'm about to crowd surf. Make sure y'all catch me." You just do it.
That's what take away from the crowd surf. It gotta be a moment. You feel me? It gotta be really like that. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be a real build up. And when you feel it, you just know like I'm about to go. And just you feel me? I blacked out. And when I came to, they was like literally holding me up like Jesus baby Simba and that bitch like going crazy, you feel me? So I'm like, damn, that shit lit. And they made sure I got back to the stage. Like that shit was lit. I ain't gonna lie for sure.
Now, in a scenario that you just described, are you still rapping as you're crowd surfing?
Yeah, for sure. We feel me? We gonna put the clip on there. It's a small clip. But yeah, I was still rapping. You feel me? Like slapping niggas fives, everything. I definitely was still rapping. Like, and that's when I realized like I really can perform that night for sure. Like I really can perform.
Now, you've mentioned you've done this approximately 3 times at this point in your career. But for those that have never had that feeling of being the person that's being crowd surfed or doing the crowd surfing, maybe they're holding an artist like you up, so they know that perspective. But what's it like from your perspective, actually crowd surfing? What does that feel like for someone that's never experienced that?
That's a feeling I can't put no explanation to. Like that is a feeling that it's a very euphoric. Like it's almost like a high. Like I don't know. I can't explain that shit, bro. Like that's some shit. That's some shit right there. Like that's one of the craziest feelings ever. Cause that goes to show you how much your fans like you taking so much in that moment. Like man, these niggas love me enough to the point where they'll hold me up. Like you feel me and carry me and pass me around safely and make sure I'm straight. Like you feel me? That's some shit. You feel what I'm saying? I don't care if you performing in front of 100 people and you crowd surfing, they fuck with you. Like you feel me? That's some shit, bro. Like that's what that always been a goal of mine as a rapper. I want the crowd surf, and I did it. So
Now, are you crowd surfing with jewelry on, jewelry off?
no, I ain't no jewelry on.
Okay.
No, I took my shirt off.
Okay, yeah, you did mention that. Didn't know if you had any chains around you or a watch on.
I actually had took everything on my pocket and gave it to my brother. You feel me? Before, because I had contemplated in my head as I'm watching the energy build and build and build. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck it, I'm about to do it. Gave my shit to my brother. Took my shirt off. I waked my brother up, prayed. I damn near want to say I fake front flipped in that bitch or something. I don't know. I was tweaking.
And in these 3 instances where you were able to crowd surf, what were the fans that were holding you and touching you and things of that nature respectful of your body? Meaning they weren't trying to do anything weird or going out of bounds or...
Yes. Shout out to my fans for that because they really, they got respect for me, bro. Like, they fuck with me the long way.
Because
like
there have been videos of that sort of thing as well, where fans have been going a little too personal.
That video of NBA YoungBoy swinging on a nigga when he was crowd surfing for snatching his chain? That would be me, because you're not about to dig in my pocket or none of that. We gonna start a melee if you try to do that. So.
Now, back to the song here. Are there any other unknown facts or stories in regards to this song never publicly mentioned before? Could be in regards to creating it, recording it, or releasing it.
Oh, releasing it. We went through some. We was going through some shit with the producer, cause producers be man. I ain't man. Basically, he tried to go behind my back and get a crazy amount for it after already agreeing, signing paperwork for this specific amount. But he waited to see what the song was gonna do, and he seen that bitch got to 1 million views on my YouTube, and he like, oh yeah, no, I need what Ezel said on Friday. I need 150,000. Like what? What you tweaking? You feel me? So, but we ended up working that out. You know what I'm saying? Me and my legal team got that out the way. But you know what I'm saying? Besides that, shit wasn't nothing, man.
And for those in the audience, getting to know you for the very first time,
Yeah.
care to share your channel name on YouTube as well?
DaeMoney Official. Go subscribe to DaeMoney Official on YouTube. Right now we at 12K. I was at 8.6 at the beginning of this year. So shout out to all 4,000 of y'all last that came to fuck with me. I need 4,000 more and 4,000 more and 4,000 more after that.
Now, you mentioned that when you heard these words of the hook from Lucky and things of that nature, you wanted to hop on this. You knew this was going to be something.
Yeah.
But and then you were holding on it. You were holding on to it for about 2 months, and you had a feeling. But did you ever get the feeling that it was going to be your biggest song? You may have had a feeling that it was going to be a good song or a big song, but did you think it would be your biggest in your catalog at this point?
Once you know what I'm saying, shit started getting serious, so I was putting the album out. So once we got the you know what I'm saying, getting clearances and shit, and I'm looking at my track list, I remember this specifically. I was looking at my track list and I'm like, man, I got some shit on here. And that song right there is gonna be the one that open their eyes up to this entire body of work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really looking at it like none of the songs I do with Veeze, Wrld, LUCKI, etc. Like, I'm not really looking for the personal clout or the personal gain. You know what I'm saying? I'm really doing this to make good music because I fuck with my guys. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I expected it to do well, but I didn't expect it to change my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie.
And what was the title of that album that you're referencing here as well?
Slay Season 3.
And thinking back, what specifically led this song to get as far as it has today compared to your other songs? What was the secret? What was the key?
Performances, concerts, performing it every night. You know what I'm saying? People bouncing off of it. People who don't know, they seeing the crowd go crazy. You know what I'm saying? They trying to figure out what it is. So, you know, that's you know, that's what it is.
And aside from that answer you just provided, just to cross the T's and dot the I's here, was it a particular platform you released this song on?
It was on all streaming platforms. Oh, the video definitely. I remember when I dropped it, right? It did like 2 or 3 million streams, and then I dropped the video so late after I dropped that tape, February 1st, 23. That video ain't come out till May. So when the video came out, it made the song go up even more. Like, you feel me? The video is at I think 1 million even right now. So you feel me? Prior to that, it was not, the numbers weren't like that, you know. So.
Now, there's some recording artists that release the music video the same time the song releases. There's some that
I used to do that a lot when I first got with the label. Then I realized, like, you don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially with my situation, like, I got full creative control. You know what I'm saying? So I get to drop a video when I want to, drop a single when I want to. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas be in blenders.
And what label is this that you're referencing as well?
Empire, the home team. Shout out Gazi, shout out Nima, shout out Jada, hi mom, shout out Bree, shout out Ben, you know what I'm saying? RA, the whole Empire staff, man, they really treat me like family, you know what I'm saying? Keep me at priority, you know what I'm saying? Help me grind through every step, you know, from when I've been with them. So shout out to them, man.
And why the length of time between the song release and the video coming out when it did? Why so far away from one another?
Oh, because of the guy I shot with. He took a very long time to send it back. So
now, do you think this song would have gotten bigger had that music video released sooner?
yes.
Okay. And did you stop working with this music video director because of that incident?
No comment.
Okay. Now, do you think the features that are on this song had anything to do with as far as it's gotten?
For sure. 1,000%. You know what I'm saying? Actually, that's something that I want to address. Yes, definitely the features on that song may help make it, you know what I'm saying, what it is today. But, you know, honestly, I get flack for that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you only right nephew. Oh, you only good on Veeze features. Oh, you only good on LUCKI features. If y'all niggas go back and look through my numbers, gang, you feel me? I got M's put up dolo like about 6, 7, 8, 9 times over. You know what I'm saying? Like dolo shit. You feel me? Like, yo, I just want to get that out the way. Y'all niggas don't do enough homework, man. Go back and listen to what the fuck I be saying. And that's gonna show you why I get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of streams and views, and you know what I'm saying? The fanfare, why they rocking out with me while I'm on tour, you know what I'm saying? Like, the proof is in the pudding, you know what I'm saying? You can't deny the facts. So.
Was there a specific marketing strategy of some sort for this song in particular?
No, it was just, we know this bitch that. Press the button.
Pardon my brain fog here, but was there a sample in this beat by any chance?
No.
And finally, were you signed to Empire when the song released?
Yes.
Do you credit them with this song's success at all?
I credit them with helping, like, the process, you know what I'm saying? Helping me polish it, you know what I'm saying? But as far as who going in there putting that blood, sweat, and tears in, that's me, you feel me? No dissing, and I'm not dissing nobody or nothing like that, you know? They help me take care of the business side, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting my hands dirty in that booth, you feel me? So.
And pardon the brain fog here once again, but was there ever a remix released for this by any chance?
No remixes.
Was there a thought on maybe doing a remix to this because of its success?
No remixes.
Have you done a remix to any of your music before? What is your opinion on remixes?
Why? If it's already a good song, let it be a good song. Some remixes be fire, you know what I'm saying? But if it's a great song, let that bitch be great. Because the remixes are gonna fuck up the original for me. So.
Now, anything else you want to mention about this song? Or a question you weren't asked, people want to know just about that. I've already asked you a variety here. Anything else that was left unsaid just in regards to this song of yours? Your biggest song in your music catalog?
Nah. I think we good.
And final question here just in regards to it. As big as this song has been for you, are there any flaws in it whenever you listen to it again?
Yeah, I should have kept rapping because I was kicking ass on there. No disrespect to my big bros. I should have rapped a little longer verse, like, you know what I'm saying, to really showcase me, you know. But hey, that song also let me know that shit, if you can keep up with these 3 rappers, you can't for anybody in the world, you know. You can stand up against anybody in the world. That's how I feel.
Who or what motivates you at this point?
Myself, being the best version of myself. You know, I done been in positions where I was the worst version of myself. You know, like shit. To be completely honest with y'all, I was thinking about quitting rap. You know what I'm saying? Over the summer, like, feel me? I thought I was done. A lot of shit was happening. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit that really was a lot of me running from my problems. You know what I'm saying? And not standing up and taking accountability for it. You know what I'm saying? And once I looked in the mirror and was like, I gotta take accountability for it, you know, that's when I got my confidence back, you know what I'm saying? And things started back rolling and you know what I'm saying? Now that's where I'm at.
So, just for clarification here, you were thinking about quitting music this year of 2024?
Yeah, I was going through a rough patch, a very rough time.
Do you want to shed any light on that?
Just you know, coming from making a lot of decisions for the moment and not for, you know what I'm saying, longevity. You know what I'm saying? Doing shit that would just satisfy me for the moment. Treating people that I love like shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I was getting a big head, wasn't being humble. You know what I'm saying? Like, just going through, you know what I'm saying, emotions type shit. And I had to, you know what I'm saying, break all the way back down to square one. You know what I'm saying? To build back up. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the Godson Project meant so much to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a complete 360 of how I usually go about making my mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? Usually I'm doing this, I'm doing that, bitches everywhere, bros everywhere, we, you know what I'm saying, doing all type of shit. Godson, it was like me, studio, every night, flat out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I worked shit. My cameraman right here, he can vouch. You know what I'm saying? I worked on that album for shit, down there 11 months. You feel me? I was pushing out Rockstar Lifestyle too while I was working on the Godson. You know what I'm saying?
But there was a point when you almost quit
Yeah,
on the Godson and music, period.
yeah, yeah. No, actually, it was. So I started making songs for the Godson. Somewhere in between that period, you know what I'm saying? Some things had happened. Completely, you know what I'm saying? Just took the wind out my sails. You know what I'm saying? Made me feel very low type shit. You know, wasn't feeling like myself at all. You know, and wanting to quit was just me being in my head, being melodramatic about shit. You know what I'm saying? Like knowing that I'm uber talented with this shit. You know what I'm saying? So once I really like sat down and put that in my head, like, bro, you that nigga gang. You know what I'm saying? You all of this shit that's going on around you, you know what I'm saying? The good, the bad, the ugly is not happening because you not that nigga. It's happening because you are that person. You know what I'm saying? You are top of the food chain. You are the godson. You are the boss that you claim to be. You know what I'm saying? You just have to start. And this was me talking to myself. You gotta start standing 10 toes, taking accountability as a man. You know what I'm saying? Starting there. When you start doing that, results start happening. You know what I'm saying? Getting closer to God. Cause you feel me? I realized where I was. I realized, you know what I'm saying, the decisions I was making, the L's I was taking, it was all, you feel me? What they call it? Not self pity, but can't think of what I'm trying to say right now. But basically, I was doing it to myself. You know, that's what it was. A lot of things I was doing to myself. You feel me? Breaking my own heart. So, you know, I had to stitch it back up. Man, shit, we good.
Care to share the name of the videographer you're referencing here too as well?
Talking about for who was that?
Your camera person?
Oh, Cozy Santana. That's my little brother. That's my cameraman. Feel me? That's one of my closest friends, for real, for real. Cozy been rocking with me since 2020. You feel me? When Cozy pulled up on me to take pictures, I had a total of $13 in my pocket, a small Hanes white tee, some weak ass pants, dirty white lows. Nah, Cozy is with me on tour. You feel me? We doing what we doing every night. We push the guy's son out. We getting crazy views, you know what I'm saying, using our own image and our own swag, really sitting down, coming and creating ideas, you know what I'm saying? So shout out Cozy Santana, man, one of the top cameramen in the world, period.
And you said little brother, using that phrase figuratively or biologically?
Shit, down there biologically.
And is there a name to this tour that you're referencing as well that you're currently on?
Yes, I'm on the Wavy Navy University tour, headlined by Babyface Ray. You got me, Samuel Shabazz, Babyface E. You know what I'm saying? Right now we in Atlanta, then we at Nashville. We got a break. Then Midwest, we on the way. You know what I'm saying? Homecoming show, February 7th in Detroit. Make sure you there. You know what I'm saying?
Now, circumstances could be different for everyone.
Right.
But there may be someone in the audience who needs some motivational words or encouragement themselves right now. Can you give them any?
It's never over. It's never over. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, you know, you could lose it all. It's, shit, listen, take it from me. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I lost all my friends. I lost my girl. You feel me? I lost my money. I lost all type of shit. I lost myself. You feel me? You have to build yourself back up. You have to down there gotta be a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? To be successful, you gotta literally look in that mirror and tell yourself who you are, what you gonna do, what you gonna stand on. Ask yourself questions. What you really on, bro? What's up with you? What we doing? You feel me? Is we gonna get this shit or are we not? You feel me? And the mirror is gonna talk back. You feel me? So my advice is start with your fucking self. You know what I'm saying? It starts with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't blame this person. Don't blame this situation. Don't blame, oh, I got my heart broke 8 years ago and I just can't get out. You know what I'm saying? No, hell no. It ain't about the past. You should be thinking about tomorrow. Fuck yesterday. It happened. There's nothing you can do about it. But it's something you can do about what's gonna happen tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So get on that and stay consistent with everything you're doing. Everything you're doing. Stay consistent. Repetition builds perfection. That's how I look at it. So, you feel me? That's the words and advice from Slay.
Now, you did mention there was a time when you were at rock bottom here, but
multiple.
When's the last time you had a struggle plate?
Shit, I'm on tour, nigga. I just had a struggle plate yesterday. I've been eating cup noodles, Speedway hot dogs, all type of shit. Shit. Just had a struggle plate. Even though the nigga had multiple thousands in my pocket, I'm like, damn, I'm really eating cup noodles right now with dog shit on me. That's crazy, you feel me? But shit, that's how tour life go. I ain't mad at no struggle plate. You know, you feel me? We all came up off them.
Do you have a favorite struggle plate by any chance?
Yep, pork and beans. Fire.
Any particular brand or way it's made, or
the way my mama make it? No, my stepdad and my mom.
And care to share some detail on that?
I don't know what the hell they be doing. Shit, they just make it. I know it be good. Oh look, let me put y'all on game though. So when you eat the pork and beans, right, and your OG throw the brown sugar on the baked beans, You get you some toast, put some butter on it, light cinnamon, brown sugar, just a hint of white sugar. Toast it up, boom. Then you scoop. You feel what I'm saying? You don't really need, the spoon gonna be there. You scoop the baked beans, make it a little sandwich. Fire. I stamped that.